Blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's working. Okay, are we ready to go? Oh, I think we're finally frickin' ready to go, yes. Hello, good evening, I'm Wes, the Explosion. We're doing more X Dive because that was the winner of the poll. Even if a lot of people didn't vote, that's fine, that's fine. Ugh. Okay, I do need to select all of these. I swear I did this beforehand. The problem is, as soon as I started up trying to stream, the mouse was acting the fool, so I needed to reset everything and close out of some stuff, so it did not save me. Meticulously going through all this stuff. That's fine. We can get through this. It won't take long. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many of these we can get done tonight. I will take requests if anybody has them. But yeah, no, we'll jump into it with the, I guess this is another Valentine's Day event. We're taking the Candy Factory. Actually, no, I guess it's Christmas because there's candy cane, and I think it's a law that you can only eat candy canes during Christmas. Okay, way to stop the... Wait. I guess that means they can smell? I was thinking about this the other night, thinking about their designs and whether they work as Mega Man X characters, well, just Mega Man characters in general, like the original characters for this. And I feel like some of them do and some of them don't, but there's also a part of me that wonders if they're supposed to. I mean, I guess it is based off of the Mega Man X series and all that jazz, but at the same time, they're not actually Reploids, right? I think there's supposed to be more computer programs, because we're, like, in the memory cards and all that jazz. So there's a part of me that wonders if I'm looking at them and being like, you know, oh, well, this one doesn't look like a Reploid. If I'm going about it all wrong. I can still probably get a video out of it, though. Don't push me. I'll do that. I'll kill them all. I'm very strong. I do need to look up, like, the tier list again, because I did that, like, a while ago when I was trying to figure out how to get through some stuff, right? But now that I have more context for, you know, and, like, everything unlocked and I can actually test things out, it might be more interesting to see which characters are... I don't know. It's not like I need to try that hard. I have one or two that are actually strong, so it doesn't matter. Oops. Though being here reminds me of something that was cheesing me off the other night. Although I guess I just passed the part where it would be relevant. I guess I'll hold that thought for a second while I fight the waffle cone. The compressors? What compressors? Okay, are the walls closing in? Well, I guess that's fine then. I'm just wondering. Okay, so that does hurt. It's molten chocolate. Oh, good evening. Good evening. Okay, here's what I was gonna talk about. I was looking for, you know, like the hidden things, right? To get an achievement and everything for some of these levels. And I was in Flame Mammoth. And I kept on trying to go up into these things that are dropping enemies on me. But it didn't work. It didn't work, so I just stopped trying. Then I eventually looked up, hey, where do you find the one hidden element? And they're like, look, it's in these things, but a very specific one. So it was hidden from sight in a spot that you were taught specifically would not work. I guess what I'm saying is brilliant level design. Brilliant level design X dive. And no, it's just an event. I don't even know, like, I think I get some cards out of it, but I don't think there was an associated costume. So it's just, you know, bring you here, tempt you with diabetes. And yeah. Beat up this guy who is now a chocolate egg thing. I am the embodiment of destruction and annihilation, huh? Well, I mean, you're sure not good for me. I would still eat you. Mm-hmm. Jealous type. Oh dear. Certainly sounds sophisticated. White Day. Oh, okay, so this is Valentine's Day despite the candy canes in the beginning. Because something White Day. Maybe this is supposed to be the event that gets you Axel's costume, his White Day costume. Though I think a few of the girls have White Day costumes as well. I only know what White Day is secondhand because I watch stinking anime, or at least I used to watch a bunch of it. Uh-huh. Oh, I was supposed to do this after Colonel's stinking Valentine's Day thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Jealous, da-da-da-da-da. That means I need to beat the crap out of him. I'll advise you not to say? Okay. Deny the existence of love. Okay. Listen, you're gonna die immediately. Oh. Okay, it took 3 attacks, but then he died. How could I lose? Oh, there was chocolate on the floor I could have picked up, wasn't there? Just let me leave this world in this pathetic state. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. He is made of chocolate, and you are gifting him chocolate. Isn't that kind of like if you were to gift somebody like a human foot? Well, assuming they were human, but you get me. Here, eat this. It will be delicious. Mm-hmm. He was tremendously moved because, I don't know. Is this like a commercial for Hershey bars or something? Wait. Can I get the... Oh, darn it. It was when he... No, I got it. Okay. That should get me some bonus points. Mm-hmm. The critical blow in the end. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you don't get the game, I mean, that's kind of one of those... Like, it is very poorly translated. Very poorly translated, and honestly... It's one of those things that... Let's see, I want to get rid of this so I can... Da-da-da-da-da. Which one is this? It's a weird concept anyway. Where is retaking the chocolate factory? Candy factory. Okay, close. That way I can just knock them off bit by bit. I don't think this has any story, but I guess we'll just go with it. Sure, why not? I don't remember who I just had built up to 5 stars and who I actually gave special powers for. But yeah, like my overall understanding of the game is that pretty much somebody has hacked into the, like your copy of the Mega Man X games and is corrupting the data. So pretty much somebody hacked your memory card or something, right? And you have to go in and blow everything up because when you do that, that corrects the error. And if you don't do it, then your memories, your sweet, precious memories of Mega Man X will be ruined or something. Or I need to actually concentrate on dodging. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to die now. I'm not going to die. But yeah, it's kind of silly. And because some of it's, like poorly translated, I don't even know if I 100% get it. Most of them aren't too poorly translated. It's mostly just Battle Network 4, X6, and then some of them have bad dubs, but they're not necessarily badly translated. Anyway, Nana is a character from X Command Mission, which is an RPG. It was kind of an oddball title. Truth be told. Like, I enjoyed it, but I also feel like it's a bit of a niche game. Darn it. Well, that's fine. I'll use one of my busted characters if I die with Nana. Or maybe I'll try it again with Nana, since I did not exactly play well in the beginning. Like I said, I have not needed to dodge all that much. What do my specials actually do? I don't know. I was kind of hoping one of them would be a heal, though. If I can just... There we go. Damn it! I'm like hanging on by a thread here. And if I needed to redo it, it wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world, but it would be a bit of a big deal. It would be moderately annoying. She actually is the navigator for Command Mission. Honestly, the generic Navi from not X-Command Mission, the generic Navi from Maverick Hunter X very much reminded me of Nana. It looked like knockoff Nana. Listen, I'm trying very hard to survive. I still have a boss battle. Sweet Christmas. Yeah. We have the S&M Queen. It's fine. Did you really... Okay, that's homing, but... I don't think I got hit there. I think she was still on her way to kill me, but okay. Alright, that bugs me. We're gonna try one more time with Nana, and then we'll swap. I'll just try to be a bit more careful with not tanking hits since I'm not using, a character that just duplicates shields on top of themselves. We'll be very, very careful. We'll be careful-ish. We'll be moderately careful. I was on the flame. Sweet Christmas. I need to pay attention. Maybe. Oh, come on. I thought he would be dead in time. Okay. Here's where it gets weird. Because I need to jump around. I can't stay on one pipe for too long. Oh, come on. That blew up underneath me. I jumped it, you bastard turtle. Good evening, Rayquaza. Yeah, I did a playthrough of Command Mission a while back. If you want to just take a peek and, you know, get a feel for it. It's weird. I mean, I like it, but I also like turn-based RPGs, so me liking one based on X isn't, you know, it's not too crazy. It honestly is one of those things that is, like, oddly up my alley. I'd say it has, like, niche appeal. But the people who like it seem to really like it. I did it. There's gonna be spikes down here, I think? Yes. Yes, there are gonna be spikes down there. Oh, there's a thing up there. I want it. I think. And I could have ambushed him, but he wouldn't come through the dang door. So I was actually thinking next Friday, because oddly enough, there's like 2 major platformers coming out next stinking week. There's Sonic Superstars on Tuesday, and there's Mario Wonder on Friday. So I was thinking, man, maybe I'll play one of them. The thing about Wonder is, though, it comes out Friday, so if that shipping ain't on time, you know, that makes it a little hard to plan ahead with that. So I was thinking, yeah, I can do stinking Sonic Superstars. Most of the early promo stuff looked promising, but when I was like looking at what people were saying today, my gosh, like it seems like, I don't know, I heard some either very hopeful early stuff or people have changed their tunes, because like, my gosh, a lot of people were just being like, it's gonna be garbage. Will it be garbage? I don't know. I hope not. While the 3D Sonics kind of, you know, vary in quality, I feel like normally it is pretty solid when it comes to 2Ds. He didn't give me enough time to dodge that. But yeah, like, one of the things people were pointing out is apparently the people, you know, who are largely in charge of Sonic Superstars, I guess they worked on some pretty, you know, questionable other titles. I didn't play, you know, Yoshi Touch and Go. At least I don't think I did. I did play Hey Pikmin, which is another one of theirs, like, you know, whichever company this is, though, and that was... It wasn't, like, a fantastic game, but I don't think it was as bad as people said. I think it just wasn't a Pikmin game, if that makes sense. But the one that does kind of, you know, raise some flags, as it were, is apparently they're also accredited to Balan Wonderworld. And I feel like Balan Wonderworld is one of those games that you don't want to have your name on. Call me crazy. Call me absolutely loopy. Ay, ay, ay. But Balan Wonderworld was one of those games I really, you know, Oh, it's by like the guy that did Sonic. Oh, and it looks like it's inspired by Knights. This will be a terrific game. And then I played the demo, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not picking this up. I eventually did pick it up, but it was very, very heavily discounted, and it's just to do streams with it to, you know, for funsies. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, there's a part of me that thinks, though, for Superstars, I might wait and see what some of the reviews are. Like I said, some questionable stuff is coming out with it now. Although I'm gonna be, like, so bummed if it is crap. Because, you know, I just don't like open world, right? So when, you know, like, I played Forces. Not Forces, although I did play Forces too. But I played Frontiers, and I wasn't into it because I didn't really like the format and everything, right? So it was just one of those, like, I saw, you know, Superstars, and I'm just thinking, oh, well, it's a 2D platformer. That is a genre that I can just really sink my teeth into. I'm sure it'll be awesome. I mean, I guess I could always plan it for a stream and use that to justify it, although, you know, I think it's like a full $60. Which, I don't know. Like I said, you know, like I did a video a while ago where I don't think, you know, people need to put as much pressure on, you know, like dollar to hours and everything when it comes to games. But at the same time, an old school, you know, style 2D platformer for $60 does seem a little pricey. Yes, that is the lore. Yeah, I could just be seeing a bunch of negative Nancys and everything, though, too. And, like, the other thing is, it's very, very, very easy to dunk on the Sonic community. Ay, ay, ay. There is kind of like a pattern to a lot of the Sonic games where people, you know, like they're so desperate for something, you know, like good and everything, that they sometimes overhype things. Like, I think one person said the Sonic cycle is something like, you know, a new Sonic game comes out, everybody, you know, says, oh, it's finally good again. Then they give it a few weeks, notice all, like, you know, the little quirks with it, and then they're like, oh, wait, never mind. So it might just be somebody, I mean, like, it is the internet, right? It could very easily just be people being, you know, negative, because that's kind of how the internet functions. That said, Balan Wonderworld Connection does kind of, you know, make me raise an eyebrow. Honestly, why didn't they just let, what was it, Headcanon? Headcanon that did, I think, Sonic Mania? Why they didn't just say, hey, continue to make, you know, 2D Sonic games, maybe a Mania 2, maybe something brand new, is beyond me. Like, Mania, I mean, I didn't really have, like, Sega consoles growing up, and by I didn't really, I mean I just didn't. So I don't have as much of a history with, you know, Sonic Genesis games and everything as I do some of the other, you know, like, other series. So maybe it's premature for me to say that Mania was, like, my favorite of these stinking, you know, 2D platformers, but it was kind of my favorite of the 2D platformers. So yeah, had they just continued putting out... Hell, they could have did so many, you know... They could have did more with Mania. I'm impressed you actually made it here. Oh, are you, General? As for the whole Spiral Pegasus was a part of Repliforce. And honestly, they probably were sending some stuff out from, like this base around the same time, or maybe this was a backup. They say, this stage and the spaceport stage, they serve probably similar functions. Rather than just recreate the spaceport stage, use the, like the closest thing with the Repliforce connection. I think we've already established the whole, Iris Colonel backstory. I'm assuming you refer to the Colonel and Iris. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It still seems kind of funny that she's like, you mean there's like an original thing that was not in the original games? And it's one of those like, Rico, you weren't in the original games. Jeez. Yeah, I did get Origins collections, so I do want to go back and, replay some of the old Sonic stuff. Because I remember really liking Sonic 3 and Knuckles. However we label that game that was kind of 2 games, but also kind of 1 game. I had it on PC, so it was one of like the few, old Sonic games I actually had a chance to play. But part of that might be nostalgia talking, so I kind of wanted to see how that holds up. Mm-hmm. Though if that's your second... Oh, I read 2D as second favorite. Never mind. Aye. Oh yeah, I saw on GameFAQs, I was like looking into Sonic, Superstars a bit, and there was like one topic which was like, how did Sega screw it up this bad? And it was somebody going on like a mini tangent, and they started off with, Mania wasn't even all that good. And I'm just there thinking, it's like, okay, you've already lost me here. Like, I think I played through that game with, like, every character getting, like, all the Chaos Emeralds. So Sonic and Tails, Knuckles, and then, yeah. I didn't do the weird, goobery thing where you could play as Knuckles and Knuckles together. But I might have considered it at least a little bit. Can't step on them. You're throwing a lot of bullshit out there, General. You're gonna do your stomps, aren't you? Well, not your... Your kind of stomps. Okay. Show me where to not stand. That was an excellent fight, player. Mm-hmm. I miss Repliforce. I'd be surprised, like, I almost want to say that there were some rumblings that they might do some cosmetic things. Because I think there was, like, I think there's some sort of, like, multiplayer race mode where you can make your own avatar. I don't know how bad it'll be, though. And the answer to your question, Rayquaza, is yes and no. X-Dive Online is a gacha game, right? It was originally on mobile, and then they brought it over to Steam for, So there was like a version of that on there too. I'm guessing that it didn't do as hot on Steam though. Because they they shut down the Steam version, and now they have an offline version. The offline version, you pay a flat $30. It's not free to play, but you get like you get most things. They took out a few characters, like there's a bunch of crossover characters, well, crossover armors and everything. Like there was, I believe it was like some Monster Hunter armors and everything, right? That are, aren't in this version of the game. And they seem to still be adding characters to the stinking mobile version. But this is essentially... Why do I still have a shield? This is nuts. This is essentially a gacha mobile game that they just said, okay, here's just the game that you pay a flat price for and you can unlock close to everything. There was a story mode. Okay, fine. Wait. That didn't get me my shield back, but that's fine. I don't need that thing. But yeah, there was like a story mode. I cleared that, like I think 2 weeks ago. That gave it its general thing. And then there's a bunch of dumb events where it's just like, what if Lair and Aelia wore bridal costumes and, were being attacked by random mavericks? And then you go in and save them and they're like, wow, you're so cool. So yeah, it's just a bunch of dumb what-if scenarios for the most part. Like, the big appeal is just that you get to play as a bunch of characters from all over Mega Man. Largely from X, but there's some other series, like I'm playing one of the only 3 Star Force characters they put in it right now, Harp Note. Because stinking Star Force gets no respect. I've been thinking that I should dig out my stinking, 3DS and replay some of them. Because I remember being, like, wild about the first Star Force game. And then, like, the second one kind of lost my attention some. And then the third one, I played that one as an afterthought long after it came out. I got a used copy. Oh, man. Oh, I think I got her some. Okay. She using shotgun ice? I think I'm gonna lose. I think I come back with 0. Why did Harp Note have an invincibility shield for, like, the first part of the level? Aye. Yeah, at the moment, I'm just doing dumb random events. I don't know if you noticed, but I did a poll, asking what people wanted to see this week, and this got the most votes. It didn't get many votes, only 2, but when only 4 people vote, Like, I actually was planning on being done with X-Dive, but I know that it seems to get slightly more vote, not more votes, but also more votes. It sometimes gets slightly more attention than some of the other stuff. That's right, this is how I was supposed to get through the spikes. I don't need to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Star Force didn't do as well as, as it did. Some people might have been expecting it to be something that it wasn't, though. Because I know when, like, you know, they first showed screenshots, it showed, you know, like, this guy, Taurus Fire, right? Who is this... He's just this bull character. Based off of... the constellation Taurus and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? But when people saw, like, an animal boss and that it was, like, a grid-based, you know, deck-building game, kind of like, you know, Battle Network, I think a lot of people, like, the wild speculation was that it was going to be the X version of Battle Network. But no, it was all original characters, which, I don't know. Like I said, I thought the first game was fantastic. The second game, it did not grab me as much. I cannot remember why, though. But yeah, then 3 came out. I did not care enough after 2 to get 3. And then when I finally picked up the version, it was just one of those, just like, just hammer through this real quick, just so that you can say that you beat, like, all of these games. And because of that, I can say that I've beaten every mainline Mega Man game except for Legends 2. Ah, gotcha. And, yeah, Star Force was this, you know... It was weird, and I, like, almost hesitate trying to explain it just because it's been so long, but from what I remember, there were these aliens that were based, you know, like... You know how we're, like, carbon-based and everything, right? Well, like, the aliens, I believe they were based off of, like, a waveform. They were, like, you know... like, most closely resembling, you know, radio waves. So they were kind of intangible, but they could fuse with and possess humans to, you know, like, interact with our world directly, pretty much, if I'm remembering this correctly. Most of the bad guys were based off of constellations. But yeah, no, like, there were a few of them that kind of worked with humans. The main example being Omegasys. Which is why when the main character in that game fused with him, he was called Mega Man, because he was fusing with a character called Omegasys. In the Japanese, the character wasn't called Omegasys, of course, he was called Warrock, which is kind of funny because with the whole thing where, you know, Japanese people, you know, like, the Japanese doesn't have, they don't have an L in their alphabet, which is why a lot of times when you hear a Japanese person who isn't used to English trying to speak English, they'll pronounce their L's as R's. So Warrock could also be, you know, a way to say warlock. But either name kind of works, I guess. Either way, it got an anime, though, too. So you would think that people, you know, like I mean, I guess that means they believed in it, but maybe it wasn't quite as popular as they were hoping it would be. It's fair enough. Not everything's a hit. But yeah, that was another one that just kind of faded off into obscurity, though. Because, yeah, I've actually been thinking about at some point doing a video on just which of the 7 series need sequels and which of them's were, like, you know, which of them got a proper ending. Because, like, I don't think Star Force 3 ended on a huge cliffhanger, but it didn't exactly end the series either. There was no definitive ending. Not like stinking, you know, like Battle Network. You could still probably get away with doing some Battle Network sequels. But they did kind of just have a end, you know, and then after like so many years, this happened and it wraps up like their lives pretty much. 04, of course, got like a definitive ending. X5 got an ending that they retconned. I don't think Mega Man Classic was ever meant to have an ending. I think that was just supposed to go on forever. ZX ends on a cliffhanger. Legends ends on a cliffhanger. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't know what the continuity is here. I don't know what mission they're referring to where we hung out together. Is this the X-Hunter one, or what? Let me see. It's the style of Powered. I think Powered Up had even smaller bodies. Call me crazy, but I think they were even more chibi than what my, you know, X is right now. I can't believe we're all still talking. Okay. Oh, crap. I remember this mission now. I think I need somebody with like a good stinking double jump. Well, we'll see if I can pull it off with X Mini. Although it'd be kind of screwed up if the special character for this mission wasn't able to actually pull it off and I needed to use some, you know, like busted long jump character. I should have used Mega Super. Yeah, Super Mega Man. What the heck did I shoot off after I was done? You know what? It doesn't matter. Collect the black helmet. Must be that item. Yes, it's very weeby. Yeah, I kind of gotta wonder why they picked, of all, like, the armors for his chibi form. I feel like the two most iconic are either, you know, the first armor or fourth armor, personally. Then again, that might be my bias talking since those two are my favorite, but, you know. Slide back over real slowly. Let me jump up. Yes, a boost. Okay. Do I need to... You know what? I'll use the boost. Now the question is... Oh, I can get... Okay. If I'm real precise, I can get up there. Cool. Awesome. I love a good screw you attack. Do I want to be going up? I mean, I would see no reason why I wouldn't. I do not remember where all of these stinking... You know what? Please be a floor where I'm falling. Okay. This is fine. I do love how they have Chill Penguin stinking costumes. Why? Because why not? Okay, I think I need to turn the Ferris wheel on. If I'm remembering the state of affairs, I need to somehow turn the Ferris wheel... Can I not? I think I need to go up there. Can I get up there without something? My favorite armor would be probably like the, first armor, just because I really love X1. Although Ultimate Armor is really cool too. Which Ultimate Armor? I don't know. Probably the first one, but it just feels really nice when you're wearing something called the Ultimate Armor. Why did you activate that a second late? I wanted to do that while I was still in the air. I might die here. I might try to prolong it a bit. But seriously, you designed a level where the jump is so far that you can't make some of them unless you're using specific characters. No, I just needed to really, really, really rock that hitbox. That square hitbox where it says, as long as my ankle is on it, it counts. Oh, yeah. Alright. Hopefully I don't need any more health, because that was my E-tank. Yeah, it took me a while to appreciate the double charge shot. Just because I didn't realize that it says screw you to iframes. What I originally thought would happen with, the double charge shot is you'd flick them with, like, the first charge shot. They'd have iframes, and then, like, the second charge shot would do nothing. But no, you're... You're right, it can be pretty broken. Oh, okay, he shot me from off stage. That's my fault? I'm going to die. I'm going to die, and I'm going to be very cross about it. Unless I can beat this boss. This boss. No damage. Can we do it? I mean, it's a Met, so it shouldn't be too complicated, but I think I'm like one hit away from death. Yes, I'm very strong. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. Go up. Damn it. If I were closer to the wall, I could have dodged that. That's my bad. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You have angered me, thus I will use the most broken character. I'm going to go ahead and blame that one jump, though. I think I could have pulled it around had it not been for that one jump that sapped a lot of my HP. We speedrun this, and by speedrun I mean still collect everything because I get extra stuff if I do. It ticked me off. Because one of his abilities lets him jump, well, yeah, gets him just a tiny bit more airtime. It's not exactly an extra jump, but it's kind of like, it's a half jump. Is this the way things were meant to be? No. Absolutely not. But if they let you, they give you things to abuse, you abuse them. It's not a bug, it's not an oversight, it's a feature. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. There we go. Darn it. Okay. No, I did make it up. It's no big deal. And good evening, Bren. There we go. Although maybe Zero can just jump a bit higher by default. Who knows? 'Cause I didn't seem to have any trouble. I didn't need to frickin', you know, get my toe right on the edge there or anything. I haven't completely maxed that out, but I think I did hear that it was supposed to be, you know, high tier. I need to look it up again. Although, yeah, like the whole thing with S-Class Zero, which, I mean, there's a fair chance you don't even need me to stink and tell you this. He heals for pretty much no reason. He has shields that you can, you know, replenish about as fast as they disappear. Invincibility shields at that. There was like a lot of missions in story where it was like, hey, you are not nearly strong enough to take this on. Don't even try it. And they were right until I messed with this, you know, messed with S-Class Zero. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with PvE. Was that just like a high score challenge, or was there more to it than that? I think the one that, you know, I remember one of the ones that I saw keep on showing up in, you know, like the leaderboards when people posted it was like, I guess it was via Square? Which I haven't really messed with him. I mean, via Square, I have no connection to via Square. Thus, I don't really feel the need to use him. And actually, this is a stage from ZX, the first ZX. It is the theme park where your mother died, or something like that. I'm honestly surprised that there haven't been memes where it's like, you know, like the Batman Raphael meme where he's showing the one Ninja Turtle. He's like, this is the alleyway where I watched my parents die, Raphael. I'm surprised that there's not a ZX version of that. Goraiko? I'm trying to think, yeah. Is that one of the ones that's in the game, or was that one of the ones they took out when they, you know, gave you whatchamacallit? Gave us offline. We'll do this. We will do this. Who have I not given a chance to do Dynamo! Did the game just crash on me? The game just crashed on me. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I do not know whether to blame that on my computer or on the game itself. There's been a few crashes, but not all that many. Yeah, they took out the other Capcom crossovers. Okay. Now, before we lose the save data, let's just go ahead and save the data. And let's just see. That, and was there... Yeah, I think these are all the ones we specifically did. I think it did save after the last mission, which I figured it would, but still. Okay, we'll fight Chili Penguin. Who was I gonna use? Dynamo, don't crash my game again. I keep on forgetting that today's Friday the 13th. Looks like just, yeah, like, well, it's based on the amusement park level. I would say it's based more off of a beach resort or water park. And honestly, if it's more pleasant, why don't we just leave it? Do we really need to correct it? Oy. When it comes to ZX, though, I have very mixed feelings on the overall series. I loved the first game and hated the second one. But if you get the Zero Collection, ZX is included. I was reading a comment who, you know, was mentioning that, like, the lowest performing of all the collections was the Zero ZX game, which they attributed to difficulty, just making it hard to break into, and they're probably right. But still, I kinda wish that had taken off, because I really like the Zero series. Then again, that's not one of the series that, you know, needs sequels, so maybe I shouldn't complain too much. There's probably nothing up there anyway, Dynamo. Okay, so they want me to speed run it and not take a lot of damage. Understood. I don't have to be searching for things. I can just go. Oh, and by go, I mean ride the rides. Okay, now, will this be fine, or will they drop deadly water on me? Come on, keep it going, man. I might as well use my frickin' shield. Oh, is there no... I guess there wasn't. It always... It surprises me how many characters just have the I take no damage shield, though. Because, like, you don't even have to try when, you know... nothing can hurt you. Am I there? Or am I at... No, this is the sub-boss, right? There, he's dead. Dynamo's probably been doing whatever he could to get paid. And were you talking about ZX when you said most people prefer, you know, 2 and 3 over the first? Because there actually isn't... there's no official third ZX game, if that's what, you know, what we're talking about. Although if we're talking about Star Force, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people dropped off. Like, I feel like I heard a few people say they dropped off of Star Force after the, you know, first game. The second one just didn't hold their interest as much. I need to ride the damn Ferris wheel. And if you're talking about something else entirely, I'm gonna feel stupid for not keeping up with the, you know, conversation. But I have ADHD, so I'm probably just gonna use that as a scapegoat. And there we go. And Dynamo is not, no. The only returning characters for Command Mission are, X, Zero, and Axel. Everybody else is brand new in that, although there are a few small enemies that they bring back just to screw around with. Yeah, when it comes to Zero, I think most people, like the third game, yeah. I think the third game's when that series really hit its stride, because I really like 3 and I really like 4. 2's a bit hit or miss with me, and 1 has... It's fun, but it has a lot of issues. Like not being able to skip cutscenes even if you just watch the damn cutscene and you just happen to die and go back into the previous room. Oh, yeah. Oy, oy. And as for the rain, I don't think it got too bad where I'm at. I'm in, like, the, northeast. But then again, there were a few dry weeks. But yeah, I think just as a general rule, though, it feels like the winters are getting colder and the summers are getting hotter. And every season gets pushed back like 2 months now. Oy, oy. Weather's just getting freaking weird. Yeah. Don't mind watching cutscenes once. Whenever you have to rewatch them, that can be when it gets a bit tiring. Then again, it also depends on presentation. One of the things I always question about tangentially related to Mega Man, Mighty Number 9. They do this thing that's like really good where, characters will just be having conversations as you're running through the levels and everything, so you're kept up on, on story bits and everything, without needing to actually stop and make you read and listen and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's not slow going. But then between each chapter, they will have the thing where the characters just sit around and talk. So somehow within the same game, they've done cutscenes perfectly and in the worst way possible. Simultaneously. It's a talent. It's a talent. We'll fight Flame Mammoth. And you know what? Since she's on there... Sure, Tron. I mean, it seems like it seems like a lot of times just the weathers are getting more extreme. It's been a little while since I've experienced winter, though, so I guess we'll see. Maybe I'm just assuming that winters are colder because, my house has natural gas. That's how, the heating service is and everything, right? So, because that cost me a good bit of money... 1, I don't use the heat as much as I probably should. And 2, since the bill's always going up, 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 it's one of those things, it's like, man, it's so cold out. Like, man, I barely used that at all, or it feels like I barely used it, and yeah, I don't know. Could be in my head. But I was at least under the impression that, yeah, the extremes are getting worse. If it's dirt cheap, here's the thing with Mighty Number 9. It is kind of fun, right? It is a decent platformer and everything, but it can run like crap. And there's a lot of things in it that just aren't really the best, right? If it were just some small, no-named indie game, I think it would have did all right. but because it was, the result of the most successful Kickstarter ever, at least at the time, and with all the money that it got for its budget, it should have been a lot better. I mean, most people consider it crap. Not only that, but it was supposed to stinking, replace Mega Man since Capcom wasn't doing anything, right? And because of that, people thought, I don't think people would have liked Mighty Number 9 if it was anything less than Mega Man 2, if you know what I mean. If it's dirt cheap, I'd say definitely pick it up. And I honestly think that they're not going to charge too much at this point. How dare you? Did I already miss a stinking... I get a shield with this? That's good. I might have already missed the shell. I don't know, though. No, wait. Yeah, it might also vary a little bit in quality depending on which version you play. I have, no idea why this is, but I beat it on stream on Wii U, right? Mighty Number 9. But when I tried to use, do my PS4 version of it, I just could not bring myself to finish it. I was getting too frustrated. Which you would think that the PS4 version of it would run better, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe my issue was that the slowdown on Wii U and the choppiness made it easier for me to react to some of its random bullshit. Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay. And I think this is just generic. I don't know if this is supposed to be based off of any specific level or not. It's playing the Bubble Crab music, but it's also playing the Tidal Whale music. Yeah, it would all really depend on how much the Steam version is. I mean, honestly, I would say if you were to get it, see if you could get a physical copy, because you can get those actually used, and used copies are going to be like, $5 or something like that. I think it's like the same way with Balan Wonderworld, where, I think if I were to buy Balan Wonderworld new, it would still be something like $30. But depending on what console you get it for, you can totally get that for, $5 to $10 used physical. But I don't know what consoles you have. I don't know if that's if that is a possibility for you. But yeah. Oy, oy. There's nothing down here, right? There is something down here. Can we go to the side, please? There we go. One of her abilities gave her a shield, didn't it? I should probably be doing that just to have a shield. Maybe. Or maybe I can just continue to use the fact that I'm over-leveled. Okay, fine. I guess this is another, ZX theme park level. Because it has the, I don't know what you want to call these, but the little structures. With the roofs. Did I say Switch? No. They made Mighty Number 9 for, I have it on Wii U. I either misspoke or meant to be talking about Balan Wonderworld. Because Balan Wonderworld, I have not played it yet. Only the demo. But I do have that. I totally have that on stinkin', Switch. I'm gonna see if a friend of mine wants to stream it. So that way I can stinkin', we can suffer together. The closest thing to Mighty Number 9 on Switch would be Mighty Gunvolt Burst, which that was made by Inti Creates, and it's been a while, but I remember that not being bad. Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea to play on stream at some point. Yes, you have to kill Summer Mammoth. Hey there, Thaler. Is this busted? Maybe a little. I don't need to put up with this. You sure are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Aye. Balan Wonderworld and Mighty Number 9 should both be cheap because they both flopped so heavily that people just want to, get rid of their copies. I paid way too much for Mighty Number 9. I can't remember how much I backed it for, but it was a good bit, and then I went out and bought a copy for the Wii U as well. Because I wanted a physical copy, not just, the digital one that I was getting, with, as part of my backer bonuses. Mm-hmm. Listen, we gotta justify why we put Farum in a stinking swimsuit, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is because Pelican. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't think Rigo gets a swimsuit, which I'm surprised they could help themselves with that. Aye. Like I said, I only played the demo for Balan Wonderworld, but that was one of those truly awful games. So I would say, wait, is this what yeah, I did this. Why can't I place this song? It doesn't matter. Summer Treasure Hunt. Okay. And if anybody wants to see any specific mission or any specific character, I can totally do that, by the way. I am taking requests today. I'll do this weird one. I'm gonna use a character that I'm actually comfortable with. Actually, no, I can break it with 0. As for Wii U games becoming collectibles, that's like for 2 reasons. The first is, it's like the same thing with the GameCube, right? Where the system had some pretty solid games and everything, right? But the system was very underperforming. And because of that, they didn't print as many games for it. So, just because there weren't as many printed, now they're harder to find because, well, scarcity. That's obvious enough. The other thing is, the Wii U closed down its eShop, so you can no longer pay, you can no longer buy the games that were on it. In addition to that, I think, in the next few weeks, they're doing it so that, you can't download anything either. Because they shut down the shop, right? But if I were to, say, slot in my copy of Smash or something, for the Wii U, if there was a patch that I hadn't downloaded yet, it would still, the servers were still there, so I could still download the patch and everything. But they're shutting down even that now. So pretty much, yeah, Wii U games are going to be at a premium, just, they didn't print a lot, and you can't download them legally anymore. So yeah, that's just unfortunate. I still wouldn't worry too much about Mighty Number 9, though. Yeah, I made a big deal about going out and, I needed to run out and get some stinking memory cards for my 3DS just so I could download some of the games before they went away for that. But yeah, Ay. They're still talking. I went 5 feet and they're still talking. Ay. Yeah, I am like a Nintendo ride or die, though, and I did not get a Wii U until Smash Brothers. I was very interested in a few games, like I wanted to play Pikmin 3, but it wasn't enough to make me get the system, and it was the same thing for Hyrule Warriors. And then when they're like, hey, we're bringing Smash 4, I'm just like, okay, now I need a Wii U. And you know what? Now, that also justifies me, picking it up a few months early so that I can play Hyrule Warriors. Picking up Pikmin 3, though, that was a frickin' pain. Do I not interrupt? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Come on. You're all here. Darn it. Okay, I only need to wait a second. I think there was an easier way to get over this on the other side, but I needed to cheese it, or otherwise there was no point. Oh my gosh, they take out their freaking Gatling guns? That's a little, obscure just because I'm broken, like blocking a poster, my dude. Oh my gosh, like, not only do I have a copy of, I have not gotten around to playing Chronicles X, but, gosh, I knew that was gonna be, like, a big thing. That was one of those things that I impulsively bought a collector's edition for, just because it was one of those things, it's gonna be rare later. But yeah, like, hopefully, though, games like that, if they're good enough, they'll eventually port them over. I'm kind of surprised that they have not already ported over, because, like, every other Xenoblade is on the Switch at this point. I know that, X didn't get a proper numbering, but it still feels weird that that's the only one that you're just like, listen, we're gonna pretend this one didn't happen. It just feels dumb whenever I pick up these massive RPGs, just because it's one of those things that's like, listen, this is like a 60 to 100 hour game. You're not going to get around to it for a while. And honestly, by the time you get around to it, there's probably going to be a newer, improved version of it. Like, Fire Emblem, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that was it. Fire Emblem X Persona. I picked that game up when it came out, right? A friend and I did a few Let's Play episodes of it back in the day, and then we didn't get back to it. And yeah, it's still just sitting on my shelf. But there's like the stinking, improved Switch port and everything, and I'm just here like, you dumb, stupid idiot. You didn't need to pick this up, you could have just waited. But, hindsight, something. Hindsight is 20/20. That is the phrase. Give me... Oh, they're still coming. Okay, you had, like, weird otaku stalker love. I'm just terrible at starting them because, like, I have my backlog all on an Excel sheet because I'm very cool and the ladies love me. But yeah, I have them organized by console and then by how long it takes, to beat them on average. And so what ended up happening most times with my backlog is I'll look at it and I'll be like, what should I start up next? I want to knock something off of this massive, massive list, right? Do I play the game that has an average playtime of 2 hours? Or do I play Persona 5, which has an average playtime of over 100 hours? I always get intimidated by, like, the JRPGs personally. I know it's driving my brother crazy because, we both like Fire Emblem, and his favorite Fire Emblem is Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. That is the only localized version, that is the only localized Fire Emblem I have not played just because it's one of those, like, I have to spend 30 hours on it. Anyway, she's pretty much saying, if I'm following this correctly, that she'll sit on whoever manages to beat up everybody else. Did he catch me? He did catch me. You son of a bitch. Well, you're dead now. Okay, I can cheese this. See, I'm supposed to activate something from the other side. But I know how to abuse the game's mechanics, or at least Zero's mechanics. Okay, kill the rest of them. Really, if they're so desperate to win this contest, shouldn't they be coming to me? I need to get on that platform. No! There we go. Listen, I'm just doing it for the event tickets, Barum. Like, I've never really been... Like, Farum's cool and all. I like X-Command Mission. But I'm not really the type to, drool over the Dami mommies. Yeah, you gotta be really careful with the gacha stuff. Honestly, I did not touch this game until it went free to play, just because it's one of those, like, listen. I don't want to get addicted to that crap. Like, honestly, the offline version is like a freaking pipe dream to me, honestly. Where I think I've railed against, the online version for a while, where it's just like, just let me pay a fixed price for it. Rather than, oh, you can spend as much money as you want and still not get the stuff you want. Like, this game was pretty much exactly what I was asking for. Or at least this version of it. Which surprises me. You will get your share. I'm glad Colonel's here to bodyguard her. I really am. Don't come any closer. Okay. Like, who else would be the strongest? I mean, I guess Mega Man EXE, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think of Mega Man's a brother, Hub is a brother. Though I still feel as though this was obvious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're going to die immediately. It's interesting that you say that. Pretty much like everything that I heard was like the exact opposite, where it took too long to get stinking like anything in this game. I mean, I'm happy enough to be proven wrong. But yeah, much prefer this. Oh yeah, I was like looking at the discussion boards on Steam, and people were, you know, there was like one topic that was like, okay, you know, how much of a time investment is this, and how repetitive is it? And I saw somebody saying it's probably going to take you around 70 hours to unlock all the characters. Which I swear I did that, like, unless they were talking about 100% maxing people out and everything, it took me like 30 hours, if that, to unlock everybody. Maybe I'm a prodigy, I don't know. Actually, at my age, maybe I'm a genius. I think I'm a little old to be called a prodigy, but you know. Still, though, all these characters in like 30 hours, I feel like that's a pretty good length of time for that. Honestly, it's like a little unbelievable. I'm not familiar off the top of my head with what FGO is. I'm sure if you were to say it, it would, you know, I would immediately be like, oh, of course. But yeah, I typically stay away from gacha games, so I'm not familiar with, like, too many of them. Mostly just, like, the popular, you know, like, the really, really popular stuff, like Genshin Impact. I know that's, like, the big one. Colonel's chocolate, da-da-da-da-da. We can turn that. We can. Oh, it's right up here. Close. Okay. Let's rescue the pretty ladies. I can't remember whether I mentioned this or not, but if anybody wants to see a specific character or a specific level, they can go ahead and suggest it. I'm just kind of killing, you know... I shouldn't say killing time. I'm doing this game without a specific plan in mind because it was requested. Fate Grand Order, of course. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I should probably know that. I watched, like, the very, very, you know, like, I guess it'd be the vanilla anime for Fate Stay, you know, Fate Stay Night. So that's one of those that I'm not, like, I'm, like, vaguely aware of it. But yeah, my gosh, that's, like... That's one of those things that's like a multimedia, like, juggernaut. Because, like, isn't it a visual novel? Then they did, like, the anime. Then there's, like, you know, the gacha game. They have, like, a lot of crap. Honestly, I probably should know it more. But I play Nintendo crap. And also a bunch of retro series like Mega Man. Which most Nintendo crap also falls under that. But you know. Mm-hmm. In a bridal gown. Okay, I guess your popular shift is with... Yeah. With... No, it's either X or Gate. And Gate is dead. Hmm. I thought Genshin Impact was the... You know... Ay, ay. But then again, that might just explain some of the people that I watched that I know, like, kinda sorta played on the side. Ay, ay, ay. Hmm. 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 I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, dear. Also, wow, you take damage really quick. Maybe that's what level 10 does for you. You're welcome. Uh-huh. No, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Faya, if you were real, you would be a simp. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, my first console was actually a Super Nintendo. I'm of the age demographic where it probably should have been a Nintendo, but for like the longest time, despite how much my brother and I wanted one, the parents would not allow it. Although we eventually went back and stink and play, you know, like, got a used one at, I think, Funko Land. Uh-huh. She's so pretty, da-da-da-da-da, could this be related? Oy, oy. But when it comes to retro stuff, I think I heard that, like, the actual qualification for something to be retro is just being 10 years old, but that seems like a little... I don't know. That seems a little too recent, because I think, like, you know... Yeah, Wii U, some early Wii U stuff would be 10 years by now. It just seems really weird to think that some people would consider the previous console retro already. I'm not, you know, I'd never be one of the people who, you know, like, I'll watch some streamers who, you know, like, maybe they're a bit younger, you know, and there would be like, oh, a Super Nintendo, not a Super Nintendo, like an N64, what's that? And people be like, please, you're killing me. This can't be considered retro and everything. And I'm not that bad. I'll admit that GameCube is retro, but it feels a little weird. I'll even give it to Wii. If you want to say that the Wii is retro, I'll give that to you. But already calling the Wii U retro just feels a little off. But maybe that's just me. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. You take care, Bren. Oh yeah, though in response to what he said, 20 probably does feel a bit better to me. I think like the game that always, it blows my mind, right? That it's as old as it is stinking Pokemon. Because I remember being in elementary school when that came out, it being like the new hotness, and parents being like, oh, this is a fad. This is going to be popular for a year or two, and then nobody's going to care, and it's still, you know, like, it's the most popular, you know, or at least the most profitable game series in existence. But I mean, it was the Game Boy, it was on the original brick. I don't know why why other series don't get me quite like that. Because, I mean, there have been other, you know, things that I played since then that are now retro that it doesn't feel, you know, like, it doesn't feel weird to call them retro. Something about Pokemon. Rico, I don't think that's helping. And by calm her down, we mean beat her up. Oh, it's electric. Okay, no, it's not electric. That's one of her special moves because that's one of the moves from, you know, the special moves from Mega Man 8, X8. She's going to kill me. I'm going to die now. I'm going to... Yes, I knew it. I knew it. One more time for my ego. Dynamo... Who should I... Iris Another will do it. Iris Another will work. Iris can heal. And it'll go a lot faster, skipping all but the last cutscene. I'm overpowered for these levels, so it always feels really dumb when I stink and lose. Or at least a little embarrassing. But I don't know. We can slam through it now. Anybody else? Anybody else? You and you and you. Yes, you're welcome. I shall be leaving now. It's fun that they put the race cars in it, though. Not race cars, but you know. Well, I guess that means that this is like the highway scene, thinking about it. I was originally thinking, or is it a combination? Hang on. Does it have the weird little... Yeah, it has these things you can jump on. So it's a combination of... Go ahead, something hit me. There we go. Screw you. It's a combination of the wacky and wild theme park and the original highway scene. So they're getting creative, I guess, with their mashups. Does anybody want to hit me quick? There we go. Anybody okay? Yep. Oh, I probably want to pick that up. That's kind of one of the, yeah. One of the things that'll net me some extra rewards. Oh, I was hoping to skip the cutscene. Palette, she's real mad. I meant to use... Well, eventually she'll... Darn it. Are you just gonna keep that on? Jeez. I got hit at the exact wrong time. Listen, this is getting stupid. I will take a break, and then I will come back to that one specifically. And not embarrass myself. I don't even think there's scenes for this one. I think it's just run through it. Does this one even have a boss? I don't remember if this one has a boss. There's nothing up there. Thought there might be, but there's not. Mm-hmm. Is it up here? It is up here. I kind of meant to shoot this thing, but I guess it doesn't matter much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, this will at least let me vent my irritation at myself. At the very least. Wait, is there something up? Yes, there is. How do I get up there? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Can I do it from this angle, maybe? It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me if I can't get it. Get the secret thing. Hopefully whoever you have is a good jumper. Is that really what we're down to? You know what? I'm just gonna leave. I just won't get full marks for this one. That's fine. Thought I did it with Iris Another before, but maybe I didn't. And if I'm not getting full marks, I might as well just go. There's no point of being a tryhard about it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Ay, ay, ay. I don't need to put up with this. I don't need to put up with you. I'll grab it because it's there, but... And there we go. Why was that even an event? It gave no context to anything. It's not even, yeah, just a few dumb little... Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Not all of the events are as interesting as... I shouldn't even say interesting. Not all of them are as highly customized as the others, I guess. Might be a more accurate way of putting it. Why do we need guys with riot shields for a wedding, huh? Seems a little overdone, a little overblown. Please load in the rest of the guys. I just wish to wash away my shame. Is that so wrong? I lost the stinking palette twice. I lost a tiny girl twice. Mm-hmm. Okay, that... I moved, so the counter didn't work. That's my bad. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. I'm not quite back to full health, but almost. And that's gotta count for something. I was kind of hoping you'd get caught in that. Making me really wish I could somehow hit those guys, or at least had taken out the guys underneath when I had the chance. Because I'm occasionally redirecting my busters, you know, lock on. It's a little... Well, it wasn't too bad. We're good. Uh-huh, die, die, die. Oh, that's right, they need to stop. Oh, you don't need to tell me about the jumper part. I think one of the times that I streamed X6, I specifically wanted to get through it with, like, ultimate armor, so I went out of my way to get the jumper. She's just, like, laying on me. Jeez. Oh, I meant to swap and then use my sub-tank, but I guess it's fine. You beat me up twice. You beat me up and made me look really stupid on the stinking internet. That's what you did. Mm-hmm. As long as you're safe. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. It's the key needed to complete the mission. What does that mean? The hell if I know. I don't know. You get like an extra 200 bonus points to your score if you collected all 3. Oh, well, that's probably helpful. And I'm just gonna throw this out there. I kinda doubt that any of the original characters for this game are gonna show back up in any of the mainline stuff. Who knows? Maybe she'll be, maybe she'll be a main character, one of the operators in X9, assuming it ever happens. But you buttering her up, I don't know. Don't give the poor girl false hope. And she's just there weeping the whole time. Oh my gosh, I feel bad. Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll just do this. Who have I not really screwed with that I could... Sure, why not? Haven't messed with Iris too... Well, haven't messed with anything other than Iris Another and, Dive Iris, so sure. We'll do one of the swimsuits. Does this work for this mission? I don't know. What are my actual... Okay, I have a beach ball. That's one of my things. Good to know. What's my other thing, though? Oh, that's right, I get water lasers because why the hell not? A little busted? It seems a little busted. Storm Eagle is gonna regret messing with me. What are the... Okay. No secret elements, I just need to get to the end and beat up Storm Eagle. While riding an elevator. And how does her shield even work? It seemed to just regenerate at one point. Maybe. Oh, I think that did it just slightly before I threw... Maybe that... Oh, it's already gone. Never mind. I'll just go with the assumption that it works when it wants to. And apparently Storm Eagle and Storm Owl were the best of chums. They team up in the X Challenge, so... But this time I'm just gonna have to fight Storm Eagle. Oh, I guess I'm fighting. Uh-huh. Well, I got a good bit of my health, and I still have my sub-tank in reserve. This'll probably be... I walked right into that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, here it comes. I was gonna say... I know I cheesed it with somebody once in, one of these stages where I could just get up earlier than it wanted me to. With a double jump or some such nonsense. I am getting careless with this stuff. There we go. Don't make me step off the platform just to see what comes next. Am I there yet? Should I use my splat laser? I don't know. I mean, I have them, right? So it'd be dumb not to. It'd be dumb not to use the Screw You laser. Go. Darn it. I'm getting careless. But it's probably fine. Yeah, I think if you fight Storm Owl with X, he actually says something. It's like, where X is like, listen, I'm really sorry about killing Owl. Well, killing Eagle. And he's like, I'm not even mad about that. I'm going to kick your ass for completely unrelated reasons, right? And it's not very convincing. I'm pretty sure he really was upset that I killed Eagle. Then again, I think there's a few things like that too. I think Squid, Volt Kraken, I'm pretty sure, you're just like, oh, you're not still mad about us killing Octopus. He's like, no, I'm not, but I'm going to beat your ass because I don't like your face. It's like, oh, okay, if you... Sure. Sure, I totally believe that you're not still upset about that. Ay, ay, ay. It's nice that they kind of give some of the characters relationships, even if you have to dig for them. Okay, so I have one where I fling my scythe, and then I have dumb laser beams. Although, realistically, I'm his boss. He should probably just... He should probably just bow down to me. Are you gonna disappear immediately? I mean, not immediately, but it won't take you too long. Well, he's almost already dead. I think we're in good shape. Oh, I actually tagged him with it that time. Come on. Show yourself, and let me just murder you. And he's got weird little ghosts that sometimes show up after his attacks. Because it's spooky! With like all the colors that this form of him has, it's one of the crazier looking ones though, ain't it? Maybe, I thought he did. Maybe I'm mixing it up for, something like that you read in, like, his log. Because you know how the X collection, it has the, whatchamacallit, Prince of the Skies. We can close that. It has, like, the, dossier on each of them, right? Sure, we'll do this. Gonna use somebody that I'm actually comfortable with, though, I think. We're gonna go Iris Dive again. But yeah, I swear there's something somewhere where they address that Storm and, both Storm boys are friends. To correct the data. Same as usual. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we'll definitely be able to check in a few weeks. Let's see, I have 2 more... Yeah, in like 6 weeks, I'll be playing X4 again, I think. And hopefully I can get my brother to, actually join in for that one, because I really want him to witness the cutscenes. Specifically Zero's, but maybe also X's. Because at some point he said that, you know, he'd be willing to stream Battle Network 6. And I think Battle Network 6, it'll help if he is familiar with Zero's plot in X4. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want her to dress up as an idol. I think that is the rub here. Honestly, you think of them both as like younger sisters or something like that, Via. Maybe you don't go getting a little, you know, a little excited. And away you go. What if Spiral Pegasus' stage? Yeah, Spiral Pegasus' stage. He ends in an S, thus it's harder to, you know, make it plural. But Pink and Valentine is what I was trying to say. Maybe it would just have been easier to say, what if the Skyverse stage? Even if I do hate the alternate names for X5. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Remember to collect it. Yes, collect all the things. It's a video game. Extra little boogers. They're what make the world go round. 5. I thought so. Okay. Do I remember where all 5 of them are? Maybe. I was gonna say, I thought I got one there. I thought. I was under the impression. Can I make this? Oh, crap. Oh, I can. Although I also got back, you know, the thing that shoots me ahead, so I could have gotten, you know, gotten by while using that. There we go. Oh, we're talking again, and I was like, that's an odd place for my control stick to suddenly stop working. Some kind of sweet melting thing? Yeah, it's... yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 stars become 1, da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Listen, consent is important. If she doesn't want to, if the lady says she doesn't want to wear it, then geez. You gotta respect that. Elevator. Why are there ads for the game that I'm playing in the background? I'm already playing it. You don't need to advertise. The things with, you know, barriers are kind of annoying. Yes, please give me the special recipe. Mm-hmm. There we go. Sometimes walls blow up. Maybe. Oh, over there. Over there. We can do this. And now I can just bull rush. Nothing fancy. The door's gonna be right there, isn't it? Nope. Aye. This is the plane that you normally fight Spiral Pegasus on, but a weird pinkish purple color. Honestly, that is probably the fight that I hate most in that game, just because he can, you know, like, kick you in the head and insta-kill you. Yeah, I think it's kind of... There's a part of me that thinks it's dumb to get upset about it, given how many names in Mega Man are translated different. I mean, just the series itself, Mega Man and Rockman. At the same time, though, I don't think that the Guns N' Roses names needed to happen. Like, way back in the day, I actually read read an article, well, an interview with the person who, changed the names. Assuming that that wasn't a fever dream. And it seems like she just kind of did it willy-nilly. Like, I believe the whole reason was her husband liked Guns N' Roses, so she just decided to rename all of the, all of the bosses in that game off of Guns N' Roses, or at least the 8 Mavericks. I guess Dynamo's still Dynamo, right? Oh, Bite is dead. Again. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. They're also kind of inconsistent how most of them are like, two-part names, but then there's, Matrix and Skyver. Where it's just like, okay, it's just a single word now. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I probably like some Guns N' Roses songs, but I'm like the type of person who will just listen to old rock music and not really care about who's singing it. There's a few bands that I like. Like, who doesn't like Queen? I also like Bon Jovi and The Police. Also, if you're a robot, how do you get fat? But yeah, from the sounds of it, the person, who did the name change was not familiar with Mega Man, and they're just like, listen, I didn't know anything about it. I just changed the names because my husband liked, Guns N' Roses. And then, like, I think the interviewer at one point was like, well, Mega Man, has a lot of musically based names anyway, so they kind of work, right? And she's like, exactly, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, earlier in the interview, you said about how you had no idea, like, you were unfamiliar with Mega Man. You can't just be like yeah, I meant to do that. It's one of those things that bug me more than it should. But I'm always happier to play a version of Mega Man X5 where the names are just Tidal Whale, Volt Kraken, Spiral Pegasus, all that jazz. Sometimes I'll still use the old names because that was how I originally played the game. And yeah, they got stuck in my head. But darn it. Again, Via, I think you consider them sisters or something. Call them cute, sure, but that level of enthusiasm, it's a little creepy. Listen, I just gotta look at the screen. There we go. Stage complete. Yeah, I will say, like, what is it? Glowing Firefly or something like that is his actual name. And it's one of those, like, that doesn't really have a lot of oomph. Izzy Glow does kind of work a bit better for that, I will admit. Idol Music Valentine's Day. I think I did that last week, so we won't do it again. But maybe. Possibly, but... Okay, I hate this level, so I'll just use Iris to get through it real quick. Yeah, I believe you're right there, aren't you? The doctor thing, it's classy. Ay, ay, ay. No, go down. Okay, there we go. They didn't send me back too far. We're fine. We're fine. Like, one of the few games that I think does the whole garbage crusher thing well is Dustman. Normally, though, I don't want to have to stand around and wait for the ceiling to rise. Or even worse, wait for it to fall so that it can rise again. So that way, you know. Go down, please. So that I can get a safe, stinking... Oh, yeah. I'm getting so irritated with this. I can't believe it lived one of my attacks. Why Prions? I don't know. They're tough looking. They're toughish looking. I could probably do something that gives me a shield back, come to think of it. Are we... Okay. And now we have to deal with a bunch of spikes and slow-moving platforms. I really gotta respect the authenticity here. Really got to respect the whole stinking, you know. X6 had some of the most miserable levels in any of the Mega Man games, and they've reproduced it here. Ay. I forgot that those things... You know what? I don't need to take this. Whoops. Okay, now I gotta wait for it to come back. That's fine. Ay. Metal Shark Player's level drove me crazy. It still drives me crazy. Like, the two stages in X6 that probably drive me up the wall most are Metal Shark Players and, you know, like the level with High Max with, like, all the slow-moving platforms and the spikes. And they've combined them here. Luckily, with a I don't take damage barrier, I can just skip over the spikes. But geez. And I mean, he might have redecorated. I don't think Gate was always freaking crazy. Kind of a shame we don't get some dialogue with him. And since the game's poorly translated, it would have been very reminiscent of X6 again. Oh, man. Like, somebody out there has to have done a fan translation of some of this stuff, right? Somebody had to have just... Mad scientist. Have been like, oh, well, what if we translated the dialogue to make sense? Surely. I mean, it would probably be a little late for me to, you know, like, I don't have a modded Switch, so I wouldn't be able to do it for the X collection, but... I imagine I could mod it into this game. I mean, those typically aren't too hard to install for Steam. Or maybe I'm overestimating how much people actually care about the lore. It is a silly crossover game where story matters significantly less. Really, with crossover games, most of the time the story is just the most basic thing. The most basic pretense to be like, this is why they're all here. I should really look that up. I should really look that up. Because my understanding X6 is shaky at best. I'm just wondering who I built. You know what? We'll go with Hub. Hub, I think I unlocked most of your passive stuff. I think. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What's really weird is in the main story, most of the Mega Man characters you interact with, like, some of the bosses seem to still have their personalities intact, right? But the individual characters from the game, like the main characters and everything, they are just kind of, copies that you're making. They're not actually, like, while I'm playing Hub right now, I'm not actually Hub. So it's kind of weird how in, like, the events, it's just like, oh, yeah, no, now we're interacting with them directly. Mm-hmm. But I guess if the bosses can have their personalities, I guess these guys can too. But I think the bosses having, like, being aware of what's going on is considered part of the bug. Which means that if Mega Man and Lan are self-aware right now, they would be bugs, and I would need to delete them. Anyway, let's go. Am I gonna go for the high score? No, I'm probably just gonna run. Maybe I'll go for high score, maybe I won't. What is the score that I wish to aspire to? 1300. You know how weird it is that my special is a stinking charge shot? In most of these games, charge shot just comes standard. What did I just shoot? I don't know what I just did, but it looked awful cool, I guess. Darn it. I don't know that I have the hops to get over there anymore. Someone with a bit more aerial support probably would have been better for this. Whoopsie poopsie. You know what? Screw the score. We're just going. Speed run, baby. Please do not be one of the levels with the disappearing blocks. This game does them very poorly. And I mean, if we're not going for the high score, then there's... Darn it. Disappearing blocks. Is this a secret hidey hole, or is this where I'm supposed to go? No, I think this is where I'm supposed to go, because it blew up the guys. And what does what specifically mean? I think the... Yeah, I can do him next. But I think, like, the space-time traveler or whatever is supposed to be, like, that he teleports. I'm guessing that's what it's a reference to. Which, I think he just teleports. I don't think he's breaking, the space-time continuum, but whatever. Uh-huh. I think I did this 2 weeks ago, didn't I? Uh-huh. Don't make the mistake of thinking this will be easy. I mean... I love you, Peacock, but you tend not to be the hardest boss to deal with. Actually, I don't, need to use my sub-tank just yet. Maybe in a little bit. Oh, man, he appeared right on top of me. You cheeky bastard. I guess I should just be moving around. There we go. Okay. He's doing some nasty stuff. There we go. You did great, Hub. Good job. Please don't crash the game. Yeah, there's just like a mission where you fight Boomer Kuwanger. Like I said, I can show that off next. I don't really care for the level, but I kind of wanted to get done as many of these as I could tonight, so hey. Are we that famous? Yes, you're incredibly famous, I guess. Pancakes. For someone who had no idea what a hunter program was, like, 2 minutes ago, you figured things out awful quick, didn't you, boy? Trying to think of what arena that was for which boss in battle. Yeah, network transmission. Yes, I didn't get all the things. So Network Guardian, can check that off. Network Guardian, cool. That means we have 5, 11 more. We might be able to wrap them up. I don't know. Okay, you're a pain in the ass, so we'll use dive armor. And rather than put in the tower stage, we are on Repliforce. There's Sky Maze. Just in case, I should probably keep the barrier up. Maybe. Possibly. I don't need to put up with you. Can you please scroll the screen? Yeah. You're gonna try to... Oh, crap. I don't have my barrier up. Now I do. Now nothing matters. Crush me. I don't care. Oh, no. It did 0 damage. Okay. Oh, crap. Barrier up. Now react to a bunch of stuff that you can't see because they're off screen. Worst comes to worst, I can use my sub-10. Actually, I probably have... Yeah, I was gonna say. Lost more than I'll regain with that. Yay! And now this is like the elevator. I mean, it is an elevator, but I mean it's like the elevator in Boomer Kuwanger's tower. That is what I am referring to. Missing some things. Like the weird little pink hella head things that, pop in to try to get you. And also the weird blocks of spikes that will kill you immediately, but if you have iframes, you'll just kind of very slowly and awkwardly pass through. Yeah. Oh, man. I just remember what the next part of this is. Oh, goodbye. Oh, no, you're still here. Go. Can't help but feel that you could have possibly chosen a better stage as a stand-in. But maybe I'm just whining too much. Who can say? And I'll wait for it to go back real slowly. Independence Day. It's not attacking them, it's attacking the things that I'm standing on. Oh, go? I can go? I can leave? Oh, that's amazing. He lives here when they don't have the correct level programmed in. I mean, I would say it makes more sense than Magna Centipede hanging out in the Haunted Mansion from Mega Man, 7, though. Oh, he's not immediately disappearing. Oh no, he grabbed me! Okay, I got him. Cool. Cool. Oh, me oh my. I really like Boomer Kuwanger, so it's such a shame that they put him in the really freaking annoys the crap out of me level. What did I do? Space-time jumper. There we go. Okay. You know what? This one's nice and quick. We will do it with the shadow armor. We'll do it with the shadow armor. Because there's no enemies. You just go around and you steal people's money that they have conveniently left on the floor for you. It's Mega Man Volt Nut, or Mega Man Trigger, or Hippopotamus. You can take your pick. You're not going to question why I just said Mega Man Legends? You're from Mega Man Legends. Sure, that's... I get... Maybe people are talking about me. There are very few things I like about X6. The Shadow Armor is definitely one of them. One of my runs on X6, I specifically went out of my way to get very specific parts so that I could beat the game with Shadow Armor. I'd need to look up what those parts are again, because I don't remember. But you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it being able to one-shot, Hobo Sigma with his Giga attack. And then having very little trouble with, Brass Sigma. It's just a simulation, Rico. What? You gonna start prosecuting people for shooting people in, Grand Theft Auto? Are we really... I thought we were done with this conversation like a few paragraphs ago, but okay. Yes, I understand. I understand. It probably has something to do with the percentage to the side. There we go. Oh crap. I can't slide down. I'm too sticky. Shadow Armor might have been a bad choice for this. Because I do need to slide down some pits. I don't think there's anything down that one. I think it's... Yes, this is the one. I'm guessing by the fact that I'm able to get down. I got my crescents. There we go. It'll just keep on getting darker and darker. This could actually be helpful for some, yeah, for some very specific boss fights, come to think of it. I'll have to actually keep this in mind. I didn't cut anything off there, did I? Nope, I can still get to where I need to be. Money, money, money. At least I think I'm picking up. I think the briefcases are full of money. The smaller things look more like granola bar. Did I make it so I can't get up there? No. Okay. I'm gonna be really annoyed with myself if I made it so that I can't 100% this. No, that's not gonna get me up. Darn it, I was really hoping one of his specials would do the, you know, thing where I have just a bit of extra height. But I suppose not. I suppose not. I missed one. It's fine. I can get back up. $61.4. That's more than half. I'm almost passing. Up, 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 up. I think I'm getting close to the end. I mean, that does stand to reason. I'm a good chunk over halfway. Oy, oy, oy. Maybe they're bundles of cash. Like when people wrap up their bills? Can I... They're glowing too intensely. I can't exactly tell. Can't exactly tell. Come on. I need to make up for all of the money that I didn't grab earlier. Okay, cool. I robbed the truck. Will that be enough? I guess we'll see. What is the point of this space? I thought there would at least be something. I mean, I've done this before. I should know whether there's something there or not. Oh, I am turning black. Okay, I ran out of time. I wasn't fast enough. Well, I still pass. I feel like he's trying to say that it wasn't his fault when he blew up the newscopter and some vending machines. Feel like he's trying to get away with some of his bad deeds and be like, hey, can't help it. Sometimes you just turn black. Okay. Alright, the cats want food. I will be back in like 2 minutes. Stare at the moving PNG of Shadow Armor for a sec. Okay. You two ready? Go down. Yeah, I missed some stuff. Yeah. Don't need to rub it in. Maleficent Hero. Okay, so 5 and 5. So we got 10 more. Okay, we'll use Super Zero. Might help if I actually picked up the damn controller, but who knows? Oh yeah, they give him the, yes, Mega Man ZX, because there's like a secret Omega battle in ZX. Listen, you're talking nonsense, Via, but okay. Oh yeah, I gotta collect the secret stuff. How many secret stuffs? I need 3 secret stuffs. I will at least make the attempt. For the extra tickets. There was like a comment the other day talking about Omega, and they said that it was like one of the most overrated fights in Mega Man. There's a part of me that's like, it's not overrated, it's really cool. And then there's another part of me that's like, last time I fought Omega, I kind of sort of like, I don't know if cheese is the right word. I did manage to keep my distance from the guy, though, and avoid most damage. So there's a part of me that's like, is the reason why I think Omega is as cool as he is just because of story stuff? Maybe. I don't know. I'll make special note of things, I guess, the next time I play. Which will happen eventually. You're not hiding any nuggets up here? No, you're not. Typically, though, mirror matches do tend to be some of the more challenging ones. And Omega cheats, because he frickin' recovers. Oh, I remember where the last one is now. At least I think I do. Oh, damn it. It wore off. Is it the next room? It might be the next room. You know what? Recover. Get your shield. It's fine. Okay. I need to kill a very specific man. Yes, you. Because for whatever dumb reason, the flamethrower dudes unlock walls. Jump. No. Can I go back? I needed to jump this way. Well, at least I didn't screw myself. Oh, and that time I jumped over it. There we go. And now I can just leave, maybe. At least loiter a bit less. Through... Okay. Though realistically, I am also the original body of Zero, since I think this is before he got body snatched. Or did Zero only become S-Class after he got body snatched? Who knows? You sure are a noisy lot. How dare you? Well, I guess we're gonna frickin' see when we fight. Okay, this is like a little sappy. Like, you're fangirling a bit too hard here. We're just gonna beat him up because he's an enemy. It's that simple. Omega. Oh. I probably did want to stand closer before I did the explodey bit. Oh my gosh, she can... I was gonna say, do you recover? I know Copy X recovers. I've lost yet again. But why? I am the Messiah. Well... That's a bit presumptuous. Uh-huh. And X's potential is infinite. Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da-da. I mean, there's a lot of places I can grind on. It seems kind of weird that they single this one out where it's like, okay, your best sparring partner is just gonna be Omega. Maybe he is. Who knows? But there's a lot of things I can do. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who do I want for the auspicious dream of the new year? Oh, I'll use New Year Iris. Do you have any shields and or are able to heal? New Year's Iris. Giant eggplant. Seems a little off. This is very Japanese. Uh-huh. Like, to really understand the whole context of this, you have to be a huge frickin' weeb. Which I am, but still. Mm-hmm. If you dream about very specific things, it's good luck for the first dream of the new year. Like, I kind of understand eagles being auspicious and everything, but what the heck is with eggplants, though? Sounded like a voice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good, I can move now. Specials. Okay, it's... Oh, damn you. Frickin' sniping camping me. I didn't realize the end of the platform was right there. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. So how many... I think there's... There we go. Fancy frickin' aerials to nab that. Really? He's sniping you from over here, and you have, like, frickin' magic Shrine Girl arrows or what the hell ever. I don't know why I make everything light up, but I'm sure it makes sense. Good, I got it. I didn't lose my coin. How many of these do I want? 45. Well, I am... There we go. I did not lose a bunch of health from that. Okay, now I'm almost halfway there. We could probably do this. Honestly, I think there's like, you know, you can miss up to 3 coins, so we're in pretty good shape. If I remember when I was going to 100% this. There we go. We're in battle. Okay. The weird guy with the... Like, honestly, the face masks kind of remind me... I mean, I guess they have more of a seal than an actual mask. But I kind of think of Zhang-Xi's. Guess honestly, with the coloration on some of these guys, it would make more sense to compare them with, like, the Yiga clan. They didn't accept my blessing. Okay, wait a sec. Is there anything up here? There is. Come on, guys. You just have, like, a slew of crap. I need at least some safe zones to maneuver. There we go. Screw you. You're dead. Okay, yes, now I'm in battle. How nice. Continue to kill, like, the Shinto priest or whatever they are. I'm sure that isn't blasphemous or anything. No. Okay, fine. I don't know how I fell off, and I don't know how I recovered after I did, but I lived. Okay, I need 2 coins. Two coins, and I get the bonus. Oh, would you look at that? There are 4 of them. Yes, 4. Uh-huh. I mean, he looks kinda cool. Red and white isn't a bad color scheme, just as 0. The Flaming Storm Eagle. Well, it's a good thing that you didn't call yourself that back in the day. You would have gotten a lot of jokes. A lot of very mean-spirited jokes. Aye. I mean, I'd say that, but I'm using overpowered characters, so the whole, oh, don't use invincibility because it's cheating. I mean... Please die. I can't really get around your... Well, apparently you're not really doing a lot of damage to me, so it's not as big of a deal that I can't dodge some of your bullcrap. No! No! I'm on fire. That's not good. Gotta love how it still starts making, you know, keeps making the soupy poison sounds, though, even after I kill a man. Could I possibly explode? I am a dream! This was after 2020? Oh, God. Well, okay. It's kind of nice that you give people hope for the future at the end of, well, yeah, at the end of 2020, I suppose. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. So then. So then. Auspicious dream of the new year. Blah, blah, blah. Who gets to fight Base? Who do I trust to fight Base? I can't remember whether he was a pain in the ass or not. You know what? Super Mega Man. Super Mega Man can fight Base. That seems appropriate enough. This stage is rough. Uh-huh. Seems to be two main mechanisms. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Canine shaped jet. It's the Rush Jet. It's not all that crazy. Rico was just talking about how she dies a billion million times to Snake Man in Mega Man 3. This should all be very familiar. Okay, the vanishing blocks suck in this stage. There is definitely a difference between frustrating and challenging. Mm-hmm. 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 I feel like every stage it should be a challenge to get to the boss. If the stages are mere formalities, I think you screwed up. The slowdown... The slowdown's kind of unappreciated. Really? You can't reach? What is the point of a rocket punch if you can't reach the guy you're trying to kill? Okay. That was a little scary, but we're going. Green eyes. How unique. Okay, I can't move that fast on this. You gotta calm it down with some of these pot shots you're taking at me. He fell underneath the stage, so I don't think he's an issue anymore. I could be wrong. Okay, the guy shooting me from off stage, little annoying. I think it was having some trouble with some... Let me go. Some pathfinding there. Goodbye, Rush. Oh crap, Rush. Okay. Well, Super Mega Man should at least help with some of the disappearing block bullshit that happens here. Where was I supposed to go? I guess I'm supposed to go this way. That's my bad. It's my bad. Normally there's some sort of pattern to this rather than just it shows up. It'll frustrate you to no end with how they refuse to show up. I think I was inside of that for a sec. Damn it. Why would you put this here? Why would you put this here? Why would you put this here? Seriously, you're not supposed to have fights in the middle of the disappearing blocks. Wait, I thought this was just the door. I thought I could just sneak past them. Like, the door is right there. We all see it. Okay, fine. Can I beat base? I don't know. I could have started charging my fist a while, though. That might not have been a bad idea, but then again, then you'd have to hear the sound effect for the entire cutscene where he's like, I'm base. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm so darn strong. He's very powerful. Something. No, 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 no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it says on my birth certificate. Player. Mm-hmm. A strange woman. Could it be her? Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. He's really bad at lying. Let's just beat him up. I mean base, but we could also beat up Vaya. Well, that was a little sad. I immediately killed Treble. Beat, are you gonna do anything? Are you just gonna kind of hang on? Yeah, hang out a little bit. Is he? Yeah, he's almost dead. Oh no, he brought back some stuff. Okay. Oh, he was using Tango Man's power from frickin' Mega Man and base. Okay, he had a whole slew of them. He had what? Pirate Man's Mines, Tango Man's like air slash thing, and Dynamo Man's lightning bolt. That's right. Dynamo Man. Also, here's what I was talking about, where I'm just charging for the entire cutscene. Which honestly isn't the most unpleasant, you know, sound to listen to, but still. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, we're still going, huh? Yes. Looks like you. Oh, golly gee. Who frickin' knows? Oh my gosh. What mystery. What intrigue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. I just want to check something. How long have I been? Okay, I can probably do one more mission. Probably one more mission. Maybe, possibly. Let's see. Special number. We'll do this. And since this is my last one, I am going to go back to Iris yet again. There we go. And then I'll try to take note of which ones I did and did not complete, just in case we revisit Dive sometime down the line. Yes. Battle Network. Mm-hmm. Hmm. How vital were those 10 minutes? Mm-hmm. I mean, do they not have alarm clocks? Yeah, alarm clocks separate from navies, though? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh, no, we're still talking. Okay. There we go. My gosh, and that guy was just shooting at me the entire time. How rude. I missed a bunch of the Zenny. I don't think I'm gonna go for the full, points for this, because it can be kind of tedious collecting everything. Life Virus R. Life Virus R was just a twist on Life Virus. So it's a copy of a copy. Mm-hmm. Someone we know, da-da-da-da, he is coming for you, he's coming for me. Say it ain't so. Oh. I beat him. You get to see his butt there for a sec. Aye, aye, aye. Thank you. Thank you. Still no match for us. Okay, sure. Why don't we go with that? Seems to be something else. Sense a powerful presence. I am base. You really want to unlock me because I'm very edgy and cool. My Navi symbol is just a scar. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da-da, probably an invitation. He was able to speak. Da-da-da-da-da. Maybe there's another seasonal event, because they did swap out one of the, one of the events that I was working on that I didn't get up to 100%. So maybe there will be an event sometime down the line where I actually have to fight freaking base, but at the moment, base is just gonna, freaking strut around, say about how he'll fight us someday, and then just not. Very tough. Very cool. No, I almost had it. Oh, I did have it. Is this where I want to? Well, I mean, yeah, this is probably where I want to go if they're having me do the whole stop and fight bit. Yeah, this seems familiar. This seems familiar. Also, I don't know if I've commented so far, but a few of the dive armors, especially Iris's, they kind of just remind me of, like, Gundam models. Which, I guess it would make more sense to just say they remind me of Gundams, right? But there is something just very, very similar to the actual quality of, the plastic model kits, to how they look. Or maybe I'm just blowing smoke up your ass. I don't know. But I do look at them and I think model kits. Specifically model kits. I'd take an Iris dive, dive armor, model kit. I don't know if there actually is any official merch for Iris, though, come to think of it. I think at one point they were planning on doing some Figma. Well, they were planning on doing a Figma of Iris, but it got shelved in favor of something else. I have a few from the series, though. I have, like, you know, a little figurine of, well, action figure. I think it's a Figma. I think it is a Figma. Of Vile, Ultimate Armor X, and Mega Man 00. And that's only if you tell. Like Virus R. I do kind of like how his arms look like, you know, spiky rose stems or something. Not that it lasts. Bring us back to the original. One who possesses the aura of a worthy opponent. Okay, that was a little awkwardly translated, but... Nah, he's just gonna leave. He's just gonna leave. He's just here to convince you that he's really cool. Oh man, that base is so awesome. I wanna play with him. Guess I'll roll some gacha. Listen, you can knock off the stinking power friendship stuff. Makes you feel ill, never accept it, no one but yourself, da 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 da. Okay. Okay. Are we done with the posturing? That's awful optimistic. Farewell for now. Da 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 da. I'm wondering if pancakes is actually something else and they just translated it. Kind of like the rice ball and jelly donut thing with Pokemon. Then again, Alolan Raichu's whole thing is frickin' pancakes. Maybe they're popular in Japan. I don't know. If you're really missing that much, just correct the data and how about we don't? Let's not and say we did. Okay. Special events, network domination. Okay. So all but 6. That's not bad. And I'll just leave them active in case, yeah, we get back to it. But yeah, I think we'll call it here. I am going to save since I just got a bunch of frickin' tickets from that. Ay, ay, ay. And while I was playing this, Sam sent me a message, my brother, saying that the thumbnails are done, so I guess I can update this to be what I actually meant for it to be originally. Oh, ay, ay. But yeah, okay, that'll do it for tonight. Next week, it should be Mega Man 10, and then on Friday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do Mario Wonder, I might do Sonic Superstars, I might do something completely different. I'll decide when it's closer. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Just screwing around with the events. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll return to it at some point. I don't know. It'll depend on demand. This is one of those games that I can play more of, but I don't, you know. Oh, yeah. I can also just let go, too. It's neutral for stream stuff, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, that'll do it for tonight, though. So yeah, thanks anybody who stopped in, and thanks everybody who checks out the VOD. Perhaps I will see you next week. Have a good evening.